Let me get my drink. Cause honey, we sipping tea today. I'm about to give you all the tea because everybody's been wanting to know what happened to my ex. Honestly, this is long overdue because this happened 2 years ago. But let me just start with my intro. Hey y'all, my name is just Farah, aka Emperistic, and welcome back to my channel. So, a lot of people have been asking me to spill the tea on what happened, why I broke that nigga's car. You know what? Listen, this was before I got saved, so Jesus forgave me for all my sins. But listen, he had it coming to him. Now, I kind of want to give some disclosures. The first disclosure is I haven't seen or talked to him in literally 2 years, about to be 2 years. So, and another disclosure, I'm not using any names. I'm not giving out any personal information. This is just, I'm basically giving y'all my testimony and what I did when shit went down. I'ma just tell y'all what the fuck happened because honestly, every time I tell the story, I get hyped up, and this is the last time I'm telling the story. I'm not mentioning this to nobody else. This is the end. I'm over it. So I guess I can give you guys a backstory so it doesn't seem like I'm jumping into the night that whatever happened. And I also have receipts, so like I'm going all in. Like, this is like not a joke because honestly, I have been traumatized. I have like had a lot of personal issues because of what happened and what led to all the shit going down. So let me just start telling the story. So it all started back in 2017. I met this guy. I've had him on social media for like a good minute, and then we started Snapchatting, and then one thing led to another. We started dating, right? 3 months into our relationship, he decided he wanted to join the military. I was just like, as a supportive girlfriend, I was just like, do you, boo? Like, I'm not gonna hold you hostage. If you feel like that's gonna better yourself, then do it. Mind you, this is my second time dating military niggas, so I kind of know the ropes, the in and outs. I learned everything in depth when I started dating this guy, okay? So anyways, moving forward, 3 months into our relationship, he decided to join the military. He went to basic training, he went to his technical school, whatever, and he was gone for like 6 months. He was gone for like a good 6 months. So we were writing each other, we're mailing each other letters, and it was, you know, a little fairy tale cutesy movie type shit. Like, it was really cute, I ain't gonna cap. But we hit a rocky spot when he came back because I wasn't a priority to him. Like, everything else mattered except me, and I wasn't having it. I sat here for 6 months loyal. Not just sat here, I was loyal. I was in school and I was doing me while you did you. Loyal. I was loyal. The word of the day, loyal, right? Loyal to him. Came back. I wasn't a priority. He came back. He didn't tell me he was back. I didn't go to his graduation. I don't even want to get into that story. But he came back. He didn't see me until like the day before he left, and that's only because I guess he came to a realization that he was treating me like shit. So I should have read that red flag the first time, but I can't read. We broke up. I ended up moving from Florida to North Carolina, and I was just like, fuck him. Like, I'm just gonna move on. I wasn't dating nobody after that. Like, I was really on like me. It was about me. I was trying to get right with the Lord. I was trying to get right with myself. I was trying to figure out what I want to do in life. Mind you, this is 2017. I was like 20, I believe. I had just turned 20, right? I moved to North Carolina, and around, mind you, we broke up in August. Around November, he hit my DMs and he was like, oh, he got into a car accident, and it made him realize that I was everything, and I stay 10 toes down for him, and I was the best girlfriend he had, whatever the case is. If I have those messages, I'ma look. He was really like, he misses me and he's sorry and whatever. And I really should have listened to my mother, because my mom was like, well, my stepmom, she was like, don't do it, don't fall for his trap, leave it where it's at. At first I'm like, okay, I'm leaving where it's at, because if this nigga really wanted me, it shouldn't have taken you to almost die to realize that I was the best thing you ever had. Like, no. I mean, I'm sorry I almost died, but like, bruh. So then Christmas came around and I went back home. I went back to Miami, and he's from South Florida too. So we made plans to link up. We linked up multiple times. And when I went back home, I was just like, dang, like, it was nice having him back around. My dumb ass. And at home, it wasn't like the best atmosphere for me at the time. It was a lot going on that I didn't want to deal with. Like, if something went wrong, I was the type to just leave, just walk away, to just, you know, F it. But I've grown from that, and this is why. So I was telling him the stuff that was going on at home, and he was just like, come live with me. And I was like, sir, you ain't got to tell me twice. So literally that week I packed my stuff and I left. Like, didn't tell nobody, didn't tell my parents. I was just like, I'm done with y'all. That was terrible of me. I've reflected and I realized that that was very selfish and messed up of me. But to get back to the story, moved in with him January. And I was processing a lot of stuff. I wasn't talking to my parents, I was talking to my family, I wasn't talking to my friends. Like, I literally dropped everybody for this nigga. I lost my best friend. It was just like, damn, bro. Like, let me tell you, never again. You won't ever catch me slipping like that ever again. So time went on, we were dating, we were living together. Obviously we had like arguments, regular couple shit, whatever. Our birthdays came around, and that's when I realized shit started. When I say our birthdays, because we're a few days apart, I was peeping shit. Like, I was watching, but not like nosy. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person that's like, you do you, I do me. Don't step on my toes and I won't step on your toes. And we can live like, I can live like that. It got to the point where he would walk in the house, he wouldn't say hi to me. When he left for work, he wouldn't say bye to me. He would go out without telling me. Usually whenever we went out, we would go out together no matter what. And he'd be gone for hours. I wouldn't know where he was at. But then when it got to like June-ish, July, it was one of our friends' birthdays. And we got together, had a pool party. It was great, right? And our friends started to realize like what's going on with him. Like, why is he acting the way he's acting? Like, they realized he was treating me like shit. And I was taking it. I was like, you know, like, I love him, and you know, I know he's stressed at work. I try to make so many excuses for this nigga, and I was so stupid. Thank God I found out the way I found out, and it wasn't deeper than what it could have been, if that makes sense. Okay, so moving on. Let's just fast forward to the situation. Basically, it was one night, it was like July or something. He was sleeping and I was using his phone. I always use his phone like it was nothing. And I was on Snapchat taking pictures, whatever. And my finger accidentally, I promise you, it was an accident. It accidentally swiped to the messages on Snapchat. All I saw was girls, like names of girls. Like, it was no dudes, like none of that. So I started clicking on the names. I was like, he ain't got nothing to hide. Let me just tap. So I was reading them at first. I knew a couple of names because like I know all his friends. I know a couple of names. So I was just like, okay, conversation regular. A third name, I recognized the name, but I couldn't put the face and the names together. There was a reason why. So I clicked on that message, and lo and behold, it was messages between him and this bitch. And so I was reading messages, and basically the gist of the messages was that he was calling her beautiful and trying to, I don't know, Listen, the only girl who you should be calling beautiful is your sisters, me, and your mama. That's it. And then your daughter, whenever you have one. That's it. So, I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna blow this out of proportion. He wouldn't cheat on me. He wouldn't do that. Like, he loves me, right? Like, I've done so much for him, right? I've lost a lot for him. You know, there's no way this man is cheating on me. So I was just like, I'm gonna let it go. But the Taurus in me was like, nah, we're gonna handle this right now. So I woke him up and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And he was just like, what are you talking about? Da, 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 da. And I was like, who is this? Like, who are you texting? He was like, oh, it's my friend. She's been feeling low lately, and I was just trying to boost her self-esteem. First of all, nigga, that's not your job. After our conversation, I didn't get angry. I was just like, okay, whatever, just don't do it again. You know, like, that was literally my reaction. Don't do it again and we won't have no problems. That's it. So a couple days went by. The words became less. The highs and buys were non-existent. Like, it was like, I was like, we were roommates. Angry roommates. Like, I did something to him. At one point, I was just like, okay, what's the problem? Like, what's going on? Like, tell me something, because this is not adding up. Like, why are you giving me the cold shoulder? Did I do something to you? So his response was, he felt some type of way because he felt like I accused him of cheating on me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's rewind. Those words never came out my mouth. I never said, are you cheating on me? I said, what is this? Literally, the words cheating did not come out my mouth. And I looked at him, I was like, when did I accuse you of cheating on me? Let me know. Let me know. Did I? Well, I'm confused. And I was like, sir, listen, I did no such thing. I asked you a question and you gave me an answer and I gave you a response. That was our conversation. And after that, it was downhill. Like, I ended up starting going out without him. And I was just living my best life. But then it got to the point where it's like, he would not talk to me at all. Not a word in the morning. Like, 1 week, he probably said 5 words to me. I was fed up. I was over it. I was like, listen, I helped you get your credit together. I helped you find a car. I helped you do all this. I'm not saying he didn't help me either. He did. But for you to, like, bamboozle me like that, my nigga, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. I ended up calling our mutual friends. They're married, and basically they were like, okay, spill the tea, what's going on? So one of the girls took me, another girl took her, and took him to talk, you know, separately, because I was closer to the one who was in the military, and obviously he was closer to the one who was in the military. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, this triggered, like, this started because of A, B, and C, and I don't know what to do, and I'm kind of tired of it. And they were like, even the one in the military, she showed me a song by I forgot the name of the dude, but it was like, basically like, you can do better, like, he's treating you wrong, you can do better. She showed me that song in front of him. You would think he adjusted his attitude. He didn't. It's like he didn't care anymore. And I was like, you don't care, I don't care. I can care less, nigga. I can listen. Anyway, moving forward, we took a walk, and then he was talking to her, and then came back, and he was basically like, he wants a break. And I was like, my thoughts were, if you allow me to walk out that door, I'm not coming back. I told him that straight up. I was like, you allow me to walk out that door, I'm no longer your girl. You will no longer treat me like how you do. I'm gone. You know? That was like my reaction, period. And our friends were just like, maybe you should just stay with us for a couple days. Like, they told me to stay with them for a couple days. And I was like, that's fine. So I left. It was like 3 or 4 days, and I wasn't talking to him. I was with my girls. We were eating, we were watching movies, we were big chilling. And then I texted him, like, I'm gonna come get my stuff, I'm done. And he was like, okay. So we pulled up, and as soon as I walk in the door, he grabs my phone, and he's like, okay, let me tell you this backstory. So basically, the night that the night that I left, my friends were just like, F him. We all see it. Like, it's not just you. We've all seen it for months. He's been treating you like shit. Like, leave him, you know, call your, because I was, by the time me and my dad were talking again. So they were like, call your dad, you know, or like, do what you gotta do. Like, just leave him. Like, he's not the one for you. And I'm like, damn, y'all right, like, whatever. So they were like, here, because they had me on Tinder. So they were like, here, make a Tinder account. So I was like, what do I have to lose? So I created my Tinder account, but I didn't use it. It was just set up, you know? So like days went by and I pulled up to his cribbo to get my stuff. And as soon as I walked in the door, he grabbed my phone. Who you snatching shit from? First of all, my nigga, who do you think I am? I'll literally mollywop you. Don't play with me. That's exactly what happened too. Because he snatched my phone and he was like, oh, my boy said you was on Tinder. When you allowed me to walk out that door, it was done. We were over with. Like, I'm not your girl no more. Remember, I'm not your girl. So he was like, nah. You you a bunch of rah-rah shit went in one ear out the other. I wasn't listening. I don't give a damn. So he smashed it because I was just like, listen, I'm packing my shit. He already had my shit packed. Actually, when he grabbed my phone, I was trying to get it back, but I couldn't. And he was like, oh, get your hands off of me or I'm gonna smash it. I was like, don't smash my shit. I'm smashing your head. Don't play with me. So he smashed it. Oh, for real? That's how you feel? Bet. I went ape. I went crazy. I have never, ever reached that level of anger. Because it's like, how dare you disrespect? First of all, you disrespect me. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. I decided I want to leave your crazy ass, your toxic ass, and you're gonna sit here and destroy my property? Bet, say less. Two could play this game. Grab some scissors, chopped his clothes up, chopped his shoes. Don't give. Try me if you want to. We ended up getting into a brawl. Like it was a mess. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm over it. I never went back to him, thank God. But he put his hands on me, and we were going back and forth. I drowned his speakers. Like, it was a lot. My friends were there, so they were trying to pull us apart, and it was just, right now it's a blur. Like, all I remember is like scissors flying. I'm sorry, it's so bad. But my friend took me and she's like, okay, let's leave, like, let's go. So we go downstairs, but she forgot her key, so she had to go upstairs. And there behold, his car. And I promise you, it was the devil. The devil put a long piece of wood in front of his car, because I have never seen nothing like that in like the area that we lived in. The devil was just like, here, honey, let me, go ahead, do what you gotta do. I grabbed it, I picked it up. I broke his side mirrors, both of them. I put dents literally all around his car. Yeah, I messed up his car, and karma's a bitch, I'll tell you that, because I didn't know. I didn't know why. I assumed it was because he felt like I accused him of cheating on him, but I didn't. And later on, I found out, like, I did what I had to do because I did what I had to do. Now, he did cheat on me. He did. Found out later on. He actually, let me tell you how much of a simp this nigga is, because he would try to come over to my friend's house because I was there all the time. He bought me groceries. My cousin had died like a couple weeks later. He came over, made me breakfast. This nigga's a simp. He's a fucking simp. A couple weeks after we broke up, this nigga still wanted me back. We had a sit down, heart to heart conversation, just me and him, no violence. It was straight talking. And this nigga think I'm stupid, but I pay attention to detail. On his phone screensaver, it was a picture of that bitch. Yeah, the bitch that he told me that he was just making her feel better because she was feeling insecure. But he had literally like a week and a half later, literally he had a picture on his screensaver and it was her. Now let me tell y'all who this bitch is. This bitch is his ex before me, okay? Mind you, I've been with this nigga for 2 years. Help me, nigga. Listen. Anyways, moving forward. I moved on. I started dating other people, started dating other military niggas. Never doing that again. For the girls out there, the young girls who think, oh, army nigga, military nigga, da 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 da, it's not worth it. After they go, like, if you know them before the military and like they didn't trap, like, you not trap you, if you guys don't have like a family already together, I wouldn't recommend it. The training they do really fucks them up, because he wasn't like that before. He was very heartwarming. Like, he tried his best to understand situations. He was just a cold-hearted nigga who wasn't capable of love. And then we ended up still following each other on social media, but I was already dating somebody else. I was dating a Navy nigga at this point. Really hot branches. He tried to see me, right? And I was just like, no, I'm gonna pick up my stuff myself, like, don't worry about it. And then what else happened? So then Halloween came around. These are the receipts that I have. Halloween came around, right? And I was explaining to my story. At this point, we don't follow each other. He had me blocked. I don't remember why, but he had me blocked, and I don't know. So I was explaining to my Instagram story, like, the stuff I went to months prior, and I was just like, I wouldn't recommend dating an army dude because of the stuff I went through, and it was a lot. And now he's dating his ex, and I called her a bitch or something. And when I tell you, his little minions came and attacked me, like, and he unblocked me to watch my story for like 3 days, and then like act all crazy and stuff, like I'm the one who did him dirt because I fucked up his car because he cheated on me. How that makes sense? I want to know. Like, this is upsetting me and my homegirl, because I feel like if you can't trust your nigga, who the hell can you trust? Help me, Lord, because I really don't know. I was just like, listen, like, he was going on. I'll put the screenshot. He was going on. I'm the one that's toxic, and I was the worst relationship that he ever had, and all this other stuff. And I read him. I'm like, I'm the toxic one, but you cheated on me. You smashed my phone. You put your hands on me, but I'm the toxic one? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And honestly, I don't regret it. I don't regret fucking up his car, because I don't. And he had the nerve to say that my daddy gonna pay for it. My daddy who? My daddy ain't pay for shit, sir. Did my daddy pay for it? It's been 2 years. Did my daddy pay for it? No. Therefore, skedaddle. Y'all try to come after me on Twitter fingers. I told that girl, I was like, let me find you in the streets, girl. If I ever see you in the streets, you better run, bruh. You better run. I ain't that type of person, but listen, you're irrelevant. I don't even know your name, sis. I don't know your name, but you're stalking me. And all I know is that situation fucked me up, because me and relationships don't go hand in hand. I can't do relationships no more. I'm over it. Okay, so the moral of the story is, if a nigga try, you fuck up his car. That's it. Thanks for watching. Niggas and we don't get along. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I'm over relationships. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, if you guys want another story time about the time this nigga had a baby and didn't tell me, I'll tell y'all that story. What is wrong with y'all niggas? Like, y'all, something wrong with y'all. Anyways, bye.